So you said you got pesto?
I got
I
pesto.
love it.
I got
We are
pesto.
live. Hello, hello, everybody. Whoop, whoop.
Hello. Whoop
Welcome
whoop.
to Food Therapy
Welcome
with
to food therapy.
Siobhan from
Oh,
Spark
for,
Up Kitchen.
for God's sake. Which they,
Yeah, there we go.
and Stephanie from Fa-Rekin Licious.
Hell to the yeah,
How are
guys.
you? Why do I look
Yes.
cross-eyed?
Oh my God, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Now you look closer. I did it
I did
before.
cross my eyes. I'm just going to share this in all the
Yes.
communities so everybody knows what we're doing.
Oh, so
Pizza.
I see what you're saying. Paleo pizza, guys. It's paleo pizza style.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I am so excited. Anything with the word paleo in it, I
Mm-hmm.
love it. It usually means it's gluten
Super
free
healthy.
and
Yeah,
it's
super
super
healthy.
healthy and it
Like
just
clean
it
from the earth, all natural. I mean, really, in essence, it is like one of the most healthiest forms or ways of fueling your body because
yeah.
it is so all natural. I started back in I think 2015
hmm
or maybe it was 14 doing paleo, and uh, I found this recipe for a paleo crust pizza made with almond flour, and I have since modified it and spiced it all the hell up. But yeah, so we're doing paleo pizza today, guys. Now
Yay!
the cheese on top is not paleo, and you could leave it
No.
off, but I
Yeah.
never leave the cheese off.
Oh my
But
God. That's
yeah,
blasphemous, isn't it?
I
Leaving the
know.
cheese off a pizza?
I know it's not pizza. I mean, I've
Well,
seen pizzas with like fig and balsamic, and there's not an ounce of cheese.
I don't know
Basil.
what's going on with that, with no cheese, but
I
yeah,
know.
I actually have feta cheese today for my pizza, and as our regular viewers will know that Stephanie and I, even though sometimes we make the same recipe, some of our ingredients
Are
are
very
a lot
different.
different, and I don't
Hmm.
even know what Stephanie is putting on her pizza really, and she
Yeah.
doesn't know what I'm putting on mine, so it's going to be a big surprise.
Right. Hell
Oh,
yeah. So it's funny because yesterday there were some StreamYard Facebook glitches, but
yeah,
today that's all fixed and I see people jumping on. So I know that. So what's up? What's up? So
yeah.
yeah, so hey, I wanted to start out talking about something that I created most recently. And those of you who did my fall into healthy habits challenge back last fall, this is something similar that I created, except for this, it's called Spring Forward into Fabulousness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's similar. Some of the things are like writing what you're grateful for, being in that state of gratitude, being in that state of relaxation, meditation, self-care, being conscious about what you're reading, watching, listening to. But I designed this little worksheet. It's free, guys. It's a download. There's a link to it in the description, but I'll just go through. For instance, for on one day you are writing 10 things that are awesome about your life. And you're like, be thinking, oh my God, I can't think of 10 things right now. Well, even if you could think of one thing, that's one thing to be grateful for that's awesome
Mm-hmm.
about your life. Like, okay, on another day, go the whole day without complaining. And if you catch yourself complaining, write it down on a piece of paper, put it in a jar, and see at the end of the day how many times you were negative about something or complained or were defensive.
I I love that, Stephanie.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not going to go get mine because mine's on my fridge over here and I
I
can't
love it.
reach it. However, I love that idea about the
Yeah,
complaining because it makes you mindful of
exactly.
your
Uh,
language and what you're
Thank
telling
you.
yourself.
Yeah, what you're telling yourself and also projecting onto others if you're constantly whining and complaining. Um, so like on one of the days of ingest, like there's a week where you're ingesting, and this is only a 20-day challenge. This is not a whole month. So you're
Mm.
literally taking Saturday and Sunday off. So it's just one small thing you're doing for yourself every day. So I don't care how busy you are or not, or what you got going on. There's no reason why at once per day you can't do something for yourself, like squeezing fresh lemon and water, or watch something that makes you laugh your ass off. Doesn't have
hmm
to be a 2-hour movie. It could be a quick video clip that you remember from 6 years ago that was 3 minutes on YouTube. Oh my God, that made me like laugh out loud. So yeah, so guys, like I said, I'm gonna post it as a link as well.
hmm
Just click the link, put in your name and email, and it's free. And
That's right.
again, yeah, for those that did my Fall into Healthy Habit Challenge, it's a lot of this is repetitive, but hey, have you sustained those daily habits since the fall? Or maybe this is oh wow, yeah, I need to get back into doing those things that are mindful, that are for myself, that create quality of life and generate joy that I am so deserving of.
And they say it takes about 21 to 30 days to establish a habit. And look at all those great habits. I love the fact how you say, take Saturday, Sunday off, because that's so funny. Because hopefully what will happen is that maybe you will take a Saturday off and go, oh, well, I don't feel as good as I did Friday or Thursday, or, if you're starting these healthy habits and then you go a couple days without them, you kind of notice that change in your body, right? As you feed your body and and your mind, all of that, like you have meditate. Well, I meditate every day and I couldn't imagine taking a day off of meditation. You don't need to sit and meditate for 20 minutes, just quieting your mind for 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like every day I have a certain way in which I start and execute my day. And it's funny because today I woke up and I was in the process of doing something that required meticulous attention to detail. And my mom calls me and she's like, hey, I'm headed to get a B12 shot. At 9:15, can you meet us at which at 9:30? I'm like, I'm just getting up. And I'm like, and I'm like, wait a minute, which isn't even open at 9:30. They don't open till 11. They're a sandwich place. And I'm just like, well, you and Daddy can stop by here if you want, but it's like, I have this way in which I start my day that enables me to keep on track. And that doesn't mean that I don't get thrown off or things go systematically as I plan, but there is a way. Like when I say to you that I do these things every day, it's because I am worth it and I make a concerted effort for my life and for myself. And I want the world to wake up with that mindset about themselves.
Yes. Amen, sister. Amen.
And
yes, I know. People are going to wonder, is this a cooking show or a mental health show? It's both, my friend.
It's called therapy, guys.
I was going to say, it is both. And, I love the fact that it's simple, laid out stuff for every day. And I'm like you, I start my day off a certain way. And if that sometimes routine gets disrupted, I'm like, what? Right. I mean, the great thing is I can drink my greens anytime. Like sometimes on the weekend, I will take a day off from greens, right? Just to take a day off. And there's no, I've been taking greens for 20 years. So, I mean, there's no issue, but sometimes I just take a day off just to feel the when I go back on it again on Monday,
And some days, a few days ago, I did the day I did my chemical peel, the following day I did super greens 4 times because again, that's really putting super healthy, nutritious stuff into your body that enables it to heal and recover.
Right.
Heal and recover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm putting in almond flour, and I have tapioca flour here is what I've got, not arrowroot, but either one will do.
Yes, I've got the arrowroot. So it's 1.5 teaspoons of the arrowroot or the tapioca flour.
You've got 1 cup tapioca flour.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of the baking powder.
Oh, good. Okay,
because I have baking powder.
I'm next because I just realized my baking powder is up here. Oh, good, I can reach it.
Yeah, 1.5 teaspoons of that.
I can reach it.
But yeah, I'm telling you guys, this pizza is just think of what the crust is made of: almond flour, almond milk, eggs, lots of spices.
Yes.
Everything that when you're putting it into your body is actually good for you. The omega-3s from the almond flour, good fats.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And I'm putting stuff from my garden on the pizza. I just picked some arugula because we've got arugula growing and parsley growing and basil. So I just took a bunch of that because I am putting pesto on my pizza crust because I forgot to buy tomato sauce. And pesto is a really nice alternative. Okay, my salt and pepper. You know where my salt and pepper are? My salt and pepper are in the dining room.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
And I am going to have to go get them,
Yeah,
because
girl,
you
do
can't
that.
cook without salt and pepper. So a little interlude here. One moment,
Yes.
please.
So I'm going to tell everybody that the more you spice this crust up, like garlic powder, celery salts, black pepper, cayenne powder, chili pepper flakes. I'm using an African smoke right now, but onion powder, just spice it up. It gives it such a punch, a powerful flavor. Add my garlic powder.
I have actually dehydrated onion here that Graham uses in breads.
Onion.
So I'm going to do dehydrated onion. And
Italian seasoning, and I love it. I've got fresh basil from my garden as well.
Oh, nice.
For the topping.
Yes.
Of the pizza. Got some dill.
And I wanted to say, you were talking about find something funny. My go-to is always bloopers.
Oh,
I love bloopers because it just shows that people make mistakes, right? We're all human and they make mistakes. But yet when they make it on TV, everybody laughs.
Yes.
So, everybody's laughs. I guess, they're not that serious of mistakes, like they're not life or death mistakes, but, I firmly believe in laughing more at mistakes these days as opposed to getting upset about them.
Right, because it's not that the mistake isn't something that you need to evaluate and be aware of, but it's like, how are you looking at it? How are you letting it dictate how you engage with someone or the rest of your day?
Yes.
So hey, so who's watching? I see we have some viewers, but I'm not. If you're, I hope that you're able to comment.
I hope so.
Tell us where you're watching from.
Yes, please. We love our viewers. We love to get to know our viewers and where they are from. And I've just got to mix in some salt and pepper. This is already looking good. I am so excited. My husband Graham, so I've said this before, that he gets so excited for Thursdays because he usually just never knows what he's going to get for dinner. But last night he was like, "So what are you guys up to tomorrow?" So when I said we're making pizza, he thought it was my cauliflower crust pizza, and I said, "Oh no, we're doing something completely different." Well, for us, we're doing
amazing. I love I've done cauliflower like breadsticks. Yeah, they're paleo, but with cheese. Well, so keto, not paleo. Yeah. Anything with cheese is definitely not going to be paleo. No. But what was I was like, tell everybody about the webinar you've got. Is it this Saturday or this Sunday? It
is. It's this Saturday. So I am doing a reframing limiting beliefs workshop. So if you've got some sort of limiting belief that's holding you back, and you may not even be aware of what a limiting belief is, right? Like being in your own way is a limiting belief right there.
Explain to them what a limiting belief is.
A limiting belief is a belief that you keep telling yourself that's holding you back from doing something. Right. Like whether it's I would work out, but I always hurt myself when I work out. That is a limiting belief. And that might have been true, but that is what you're telling yourself. And there is an expectation there that is what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And that is what you're telling your mind when you say out loud in your conscious mind, I always hurt myself. The subconscious mind is hearing, okay, well, we always hurt ourselves. And it will create the world, the mind will create a circumstance when you hurt yourself. The same with me was, I can't be a comedian. No one will find me funny.
Right.
So I didn't pursue that. I didn't even write any comedy because I just assumed that would be the reaction, that nobody was going to find me funny.
And look at you now.
Look at me now. I mean, and that's why I'm so passionate about it, because I'm 55. Another friend of mine who's 55 just retired. Yeah. I have friends who are my age who have been working the same job for 35 years, and they're retiring now. And I am just getting started because I led my life through my limiting beliefs. I can't be that. I can't do
Right.
that. I can some areas I've thrived. Like
So,
physical fitness, I have thrived because I've never
yes,
had a belief about
me as
getting
well.
hurt,
Right.
about I've never had that belief. But the money, I can't make money. I have to work hard to make money. I have to,
Right.
money will only come to me through
Money,
work.
money
That's a
doesn't grow.
limiting belief.
Money
Yeah.
doesn't grow on trees is something that's a limiting
Yeah.
belief that keeps you in that impoverished state of mind that there's always lack and never enough, or that you can't afford something.
Yeah.
And I've said this so many times. And money, there's huge amounts of limiting beliefs around money, so much so it's so prevalent in our culture. So it's one of my favorite ones to talk about. It's like I remember as a kid, my dad saying, money don't grow, like if I'd want something. Money don't grow on
Yes.
trees, Stephanie. Well, money, and I instinctively, even as a little kid, would know to say, well, money grows on trees in my backyard. But
Yeah.
also, and I bring this up quite often, if you
Yeah.
watch, when you're watching something on your TV, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Most commercials are always promoting products on sale at
Yeah.
a discount.
Yeah.
And you think about it, people. Think about it. What that's doing to us on a subconscious level about what we can afford. Everybody
Right.
can afford
Okay.
at different levels, but if you're in that impoverished mind that, about the sale, about the discount, even though that's great, it's great to have sales and discounts. I'm not discounting it. But again, because everything just about that's advertised to you as a product is about a discount or a sale. And
Yeah.
just think about what that's imprinting upon your subconscious mind. Real quick, I wanted to say about the crust. Now,
Uh-oh.
this pizza, the
Yeah.
crust is runny. It's not a thick, doughy crust.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is normal. Also, imperative tip, because I mixed my ingredients one time, headed to a Super Bowl party, mixed everything, put it on the pans, and said, I'll
Oh.
bake it when I get there. Well,
Yeah.
what happens, because you don't have the real wheat flour to bind the oil and the eggs and
Oh,
everything,
it
it
separates.
separates, so you
Okay.
wind up with it being stuck no matter how good you cook
Right.
the pan. So
Okay.
with your paleo brownies, which we'll do someday, your paleo pizza crust, make sure to mix the ingredients and then put it right in the doggone
I'm
oven.
doing that
What I'm
right
gonna
now.
do? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to put it right in the oven. Oh my gosh, it spreads so nicely.
Yes, it really does. I mean, you think, oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare, but it
Yeah.
really does. So then we're going to bake the crust in the oven at 425 for 8 to 12
Okay.
minutes. I'm going to set my timer for 10.
Okay. Do you know what I didn't do? I forgot to grease my parchment paper. But
Ooh.
hopefully it's parchment paper. How bad can it be?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I guess we're going to find out.
So exactly. I made a spaghetti sauce, a bolognese sauce the other night, and it's got grass-fed ground beef. It's got tomato sauce, onion, peppers, garlic, red pepper. And so I'm going to use that as my sauce, but I'm also going to chop up, and I didn't even get my cheese out, girl. Some green pepper. I always love green pepper on pizza, and of course some fresh basil. Now I got to go get some cheese.
Okay, you go get your cheese, and I just put my pizza crust in the oven. I'm going to set it for 10 minutes. And there we go. Pre-browning the crust. Pre-browning. So I've learned a lot about abundance in the last month or so, and realizing that abundance has nothing to do with money. And in fact, when you're trying to attract money to you and you're thinking about your lack of money, it's never going to happen.
Exactly.
Whereas if you focus on what you have already abundant and prosperity,
be grateful for it and be
and
thankful.
really, and including nature in that abundance. And I think we've talked about this before, and I've talked about the birds and abundance and the leaves. And, when you're looking around at everything that you actually have already and are grateful, because everybody wants something because it's going to make them feel better. It's going to make you feel better. But the trick is,
idea of it, yes.
The trick of it is you need to feel better first. You need to feel good first before the stuff comes. That is the biggest trick, and allow it. You know, my whole thing, like when I started venturing on this, on my business, was catching up, keeping up to the speed that the ideas and the inspirations were coming to me, because a lot of times I would be getting these ideas and writing them down and then getting overwhelmed with, oh my God, well, what's this? What's this? What's this? And slowing down the process and realizing I'm in control really of what comes into my life. And I can allow things or I cannot allow things. And I didn't allow work well-being for a long time. I had some really messed up ideas about work. And the main one was that I could never work for myself. I'll never be able to work for myself. And you know what? I have just in the last 2 weeks written up my very first 2 invoices for my business.
Love it, girl. And you know, oh, is that your cat?
Yeah,
you know,
I opened the screen door. I opened the door and she's pawing at it.
You know, it's something you just said reminded me of and I lost my train of thought, but it's like, you know, what you tell yourself, you know, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, either way, you're right. I constantly say that is absolutely so very true.
Yeah.
And like you said, we're always wanting something, you know, that we don't currently have in our, you know, in our present reality.
Yeah.
But, you know, anything is possible. If anything's possible for anyone, anything is possible for anyone.
And well, and that's the whole thing. You know, that is the whole thing. And
it's the right mindset.
It does take the right mindset. And again, if you don't know where to start simple. Start with Stephanie's Spring Forward Into Fabulousness. Because it all starts with small steps.
Yes.
It all starts with small steps. And until you get this right, your body right, and your mind right, then it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And the small things. And I think that for me, I was always thinking I had to do something really big. Like I was going to quit my job and then jump into this enormous thing that was going to overwhelm me. And even that thought process was, oh, if I get my own business, God, I'm going to have to, you know, I'm going to have to be my own boss, and I'm going to have to work hard.
Focusing on everything that could go wrong or that may be a stress ball is also part of that limiting belief process. That's keeping you stifled and stuck.
That's right.
Yeah.
And again, you know, taking the care to get your physical health, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are struggling with their physical health.
Yes.
And or mental health, either or, mental and physical health. And until you kind of dial that in and find some tools that work for you, it's an uphill battle. And for me, when I was laid off last year, I was in it. I was up to my head in my generalized anxiety disorder. My physical health was great. For me, it was my mental health that
we've all been there. Yes,
that did me in. And finding the tools that worked, like finding meditation. And I found meditation by accident. Again, these things that come up in your world. So, you know,
it's not an accident, though. It's something. It's a vibe that you're putting out that enables you to then attract. And like, you don't see white cars until you own a white car. If all you've ever owned is a red car, you don't really notice. You notice red cars, but then as soon as you buy a white car, all of a sudden you're noticing white cars. And
and pay attention to what's coming into your experience. So last year when the pandemic happened, like I liked Jay Shetty's page. I liked him. And I knew of him, and I saw a couple of his videos, and I liked him on Facebook. And then when the pandemic started, all of a sudden on my Facebook in the morning at 9 o'clock would come Jay Shetty's live meditation. And I ignored it. I was like, I don't meditate. I don't meditate. I don't meditate. And then about it was day 8. I remember the 8th day it came up. I thought, I'm going to click on this and see what this meditation is all about. And I had tried meditation before. It didn't, the limiting belief, it didn't work for me
Right.
because you
Oh,
can't find what works for you.
yeah,
I can't meditate.
I can't, clear my head. I can't clear my mind. It's not about that. It's about then when you notice yourself getting off track, realizing it, and then bringing yourself back on track. And I've
That's
learned
right.
that is something while you're meditating. If you find yourself wandering off, like, oh, I've got this to do, this to do. Oh, I'm hungry. I got to make this for lunch. Oh, I'm meditating. Then you just bring yourself back to that awareness.
You know, the whole point of meditate, well, not the whole point, is you practice focus. Your mind is going to wander. It's
Yes.
a practice. So it's the practice of bringing your mind back. Even if you sit for a whole meditation and you bring it back at the last minute, you've still brought your mind back.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's not about being perfect at it for 20 minutes
No.
or 40 minutes. It's about, even if you got 10 seconds, even if you got half a minute, just like you said, or a minute,
that's right. And some people like to listen to music. Some people like to listen to the ocean. I like train whistles, and I like guided meditation.
Guided meditations as well. Yes.
So when Jay Shetty finally came on day 8, so this was the universe poking at me, right? Like for me, it was like, okay, fine. Okay, I'll go. I'll see what this meditation is all about. And first of all, there were also like 6,000 people watching live. And I felt the energy of those 6,000 people.
Yes.
So I felt the energy, and then just looking at Jay, and that was when, all the celebrities were in their homes and everybody became real. All of a sudden, everybody was on an even playing ground. And there was Jay Shetty in his house talking about the uncertainty of everything, talking about what he could do. And the only thing he could think to do was to lead the world in a daily meditation for 21 days. So I went in on day 8. I thought, okay, I'm going to get in there. And I still remember day 8 was a meditation with your inner child and going back, and what message did your inner child have for you? Like go back to when you were 10, 11, 12 years old, go back. And what message did that person have for you? And I was in it. I was in this meditation, and my child said to me, the prompt was, what did you forget to do? What is your inner child telling you you forgot to do? And my inner child said, you forgot to be funny.
And this was this past year during the pandemic?
This was April. This was April 2020.
Last year. Wow.
Yeah, they're all up. You can find them all on YouTube. But that was an opening eye. That started me on a path that I'm on today. Oh my God, I did forget to be funny. I forgot to use this funny. And we did another one, and I've done another one. And again, the message was from my inner child, don't have me go through all of this for nothing. Because my childhood and the bullying and all of that, and I thought, oh my God, you're right. All this stuff happened to me, and I'm on the other side of it for me. It happened for me so that I can take what I have learned and give it to the masses. And that's why I am so passionate now about everything.
Absolutely. And I love that. I love that because it's like, why you're doing what you're doing. And that's like, for me, I know exactly why I'm, oh shit, hold on. I just turned my oven off. I know exactly why. And a lot of it has to do with the pain that's been inflicted upon me by hurt people. And when you talk about being bullied, and I've been bullied, and even into my adult life, that is carried over. I'm not for everybody. I'm very intense. I live my motherfucking life, and I do it for me.
Yeah.
I don't, and I get it that people, some people can't handle that, and I can be too much for them, but I'm not too much for myself, and that's all that matters.
I love that.
My autobiography I've been writing I was written in a few days this week. I was very, last week I wasn't able to get to it. I was doing the cookbook, and I'm just, and it's like, it's emotional telling my story. And again, please understand, I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim of anything that I've ever been through that was painful or hurtful or tragic or pull out the rug from under me. I'm a victor, but but it's also hilarious. Like, I'm telling some hilarious stories. And I was talking to my brother today, and it's just like, when I really look back, there has been a lot of awesome.
Oh
in
my
my
God.
life. So much
Speaking
to
of
be grateful
awesome.
for. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks amazing. Oh, yeah. Yours is round. Mine is square.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
All
Looking
right.
great. But yeah, and it's just like I. There's just been so much. Like if I had like say right after high school, if I'd married the guy that I've been dating for 2 years,
Yeah.
my life would be completely different than it has been in the trajectory and the journey that I've had that has been my life. And I am
Yeah.
grateful personally. Doesn't mean that I'm against marriage or anything or kid or anything
No.
like that. But
Yeah.
what I've done and the life I've lived, I'm so
Yes.
excited to share. I am so
Yes.
excited to share. So anyway, so we're going to put our sauce on now and then
Yeah.
our toppings and then put it back in the oven.
That's right. So I have a pesto today because I forgot to buy any tomato sauce, and by the time I realized I didn't have any tomato sauce for the pizza, yeah, it was a little bit too late to start throwing something together. So I am using pesto, which is
Oh, it's going to
also
be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful.
fantastic. And I'm also I have tomatoes, I have spinach. I'm going to put some spinach on there. I have crumbled vegetarian sausage as well.
And I've got a meat sauce bolognese.
Nice.
Like I said earlier, I'm not sure who's still watching, but it's a meat sauce I made for spaghetti the other night. And I'm like, I'm just going to use that. There's no reason to go get a whole separate jar of sauce because this has got onions and peppers.
Yeah.
I am going to add green pepper because I just love green pepper, even though this has got some red pepper in it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it. And that's the thing with pizzas is that you can put anything on a pizza. Anything.
Yeah, I mean, like dessert pizza. I remember when I was a kid, one of my favorite things to do was go to Pizza Inn, and they would have these freaking buffets, and it was like I'd eat no lie, no freaking lie, like 10 to 15 pieces of regular pizza, and then I'd have 4 or 5 pieces of their dessert pizza.
Oh
and,
my goodness!
And still was 100 pounds. But then all of a sudden, when I was 20, 21, that changed. That shit changed.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I remember being a kid and being on a volleyball team, and we had a pizza party, and when the pizza came, I took a whole pizza and went into the bathroom and I ate it in like so fast. I don't even know why well, actually I started to eat the pizza when I was just eating it with everybody, and then I realized that I had eaten already like half a pizza.
Yeah.
So I took the other half and then I said, well, screw it. Oh my gosh, I can't stop putting ingredients on here.
You know what? I got to tell you about this cheese I've got.
Yes, please do.
It is God, I don't even have the package, but it's a white, I think it's a white cheddar cheese that's infused with a red wine. It is outstanding.
Yum.
They have it here at frickin' Harris Teeter over in the gourmet cheese section.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use that. I'm not going to, again, I don't need to go get some mozzarella. I'm trying something completely different. And it is so good. Brad actually turned me on to it. I was over at his house one day getting some of that delicious spring water that flows through his pipes from the artesian well that his house sits on. And they had some. They're like, oh my God, you got to taste this, Stephanie. I'm like, oh my God. It's truly amazing. So that's going to provide a unique flavor to this, I think.
Oh my God. Well, this is just outstanding. I mean, look at this already. Look at the colors of that.
Oh, girl, that looks amazing. Ooh, are those the tomatoes? Are those tomatoes?
Well, those are sun-dried tomatoes that I have on there, and roasted red pepper. Now I'm going to add my crumbled vegetarian sausage.
Nice.
Oh my Lord. Like, you honestly can't get something like this to go. You really can't.
Yeah, yeah. I love like when I'm watching the Food Network and they're at all these unique pizza joints where they put all these extremely unique, unheard of ingredients on pizza, Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've heard of it in a croissant, but not necessarily on a pizza.
So I was at a pub one time for my Lower Mainland friends. It was in Pitt Meadows. And their special was a peach pizza. Ooh. And it was peach, caramelized onion, prosciutto, goat cheese with a balsamic vinaigrette. Yeah, it was it was really
good. Do they have any figs on it too, or just
no, just
You know what?
Oh,
Some of the
do
best
they have
ice
figs?
cream.
No, no
Well,
figs.
fig,
Peaches, though.
usually fig and balsamic and arugula and like a
Yeah,
goat cheese. I've seen that on pizza and had that. One of my
yeah,
favorite desserts that I ever had. Okay, this is hilarious. We were at a food truck. Um, thing called Food Truck Friday downtown
yeah.
Charlotte, and there was this like dairy truck or ice cream truck that was serving. It was all kinds of different toppings, but I got the vanilla bean. I think it was gelato, and I had them top what they had this strawberry balsamic, like strawberries, real whole strawberries, melted
Yum.
balsamic. And I was like, yep, that's what I'll have. And like some homemade whipped cream. And I was, my family was with me and some of my friends, and I was like, they're like, oh, gross. That sounds disgusting. And I'm like, no, you got to taste it. Cause
Yeah,
I force people to taste my shit. That's just what I do. I'm like, no,
yeah.
you got to taste it, because if I'm enjoying something, I'm, I'm adamant that you're going to enjoy
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And people were like, "Oh my gosh, Sammy, that's delicious." People were like, "I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go get some," because you just don't think, "Ooh, balsamic," and it was
Mm.
amazing. I got to put my
I'm putting this back in.
yeah, and
So here's my pizza going back in with all my herbs and everything on it. This
yes,
might take a little longer than
10 to
10. Oh,
15 minutes.
yeah. So we may not still be on by the time they come out.
Right, exactly. I mean, we could be, but oh,
But we'll see how it goes.
I'm
We
so
will see how
happy
it goes.
that we're not.
Oh, I didn't even finish telling about my limiting beliefs workshop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've got some registrants, and if you can't make it on May 1st, then it's going to be recorded. I'm doing it on Zoom, and I'll send you the recording. So this is my very first workshop, and we're going to be talking about the brain and how the brain works and how the brain learns, and the subconscious and conscious mind, how that works. And we're going to work on a limiting belief. Everybody's bringing a limiting belief that they have, and I'm going to share my two-step process. And actually, this is the process that I learned through Natalie Plomidon Thomas's coaching academy. So I am certified with Think Yourself Academy, which is my friend Natalie Plomidon Thomas's brainchild. Talk about someone who has worked through her limiting beliefs and has pivoted in this. And I have just learned so much. And I'm grateful to not only call her a friend, but a mentor and a business coach. I've really learned from the best. And the limiting belief is part of the coaching program.
Yeah.
Part of that coaching program that I learned from her, that I use in my in my sessions, and which I am now going to share with the world, or at least with the participants that are coming to the workshop. And this is the way we reframe them, so that we're sending our subconscious a better message.
Absolutely.
A reframed
Love it.
message, because until you start telling yourself a different story,
You're gonna get
really nothing will change. It's like looking at all the outside circumstances to change for you, and it's not anybody's job. And the thing that I remember, and I learned this from Al-Anon years ago, when you think, oh, if only they would change, if only, like, it's so easy to change. Ask yourself, like, what are you changing? What are you bringing that's different to the table?
Or that could be causing the stress in the situation.
Or that could be causing the stress. And what are you going to change about it? And you might discover that just telling somebody to change, well, if only you would change, I'd be happy. Well, it's not an easy process, especially if you don't want to change.
Right. Yeah, exactly. If you're happy with
if you're happy. But again, I think a big thing is the starting point for people, and they make it so big in their head that really it's as simple as one square on your sheet of paper. Change is as simple as one square.
Talking about.
And if you were to take change, and just list off one of those things, Steph. Just one, because I can't see it right from there.
Start your day dancing to a tune you love.
Okay. All right.
One thing.
If you were to ignore everything else on that sheet, but just turn on some happy dance music, your world is going to change. That is just how simple it is, because you're mixing up the energy. You're changing the energy that you're bringing into the world and that you're bringing into your body.
Into your body, into your life. And let me tell you, when I was going through about 2 years ago, right around this time,
Yeah.
I was going through a tragic, devastating, pull out the rug from under me situation. And I remember watching the documentary. It's one of the best documentaries you'll ever watch. And what I say, and when I give my opinion of that, or so strong, is that this guy, it's a documentary about Travis Scott. He's a rapper. It's called
okay.
Mom, I Can Fly.
Oh.
It's on Netflix. Good, watch it. But this guy had such a fervent, like, mind-blowing, wholehearted passion for rapping since he was a small child, and he grew up, and he's one of the most famous rappers in the world. And I mean, most of the documentary is shot from cell phones.
Wow.
And there's this one scene where he's with a group of guys, and they're all like just dancing and jumping all around the house in the living room, and like, it's like they're all just music moves me.
And
it's like, and so there, from that next day on, for months, I would say, hey Google, play Travis Scott, and that's how I would start my day.
Wow. So for people who don't know where to start,
stop.
So again, for people who don't know where to start and are telling themselves the message, the limiting belief that I don't know where to start. Starting is hard. Change those, and look how simple it is.
It's not hard. It's not hard to. Okay, so on another day, write 10 things that are awesome about you. Well, I don't even know one thing. Yeah, you do. Calm down. I bet you do. I bet you do know one thing that you could think. I could think of 100 things about that's awesome about you. See what I'm saying? But one thing, just like, oh well, I'm good at this, or it doesn't matter. Even if it's I'm good at math. Okay, great.
Maybe you have nice fingernails. Maybe you have nice fingernails.
Right. It's something so remedial. But again, it's about putting yourself in that mindset. Like, again, Google, one of the days is Google EFT. There's 24 hours in a doggone day. You can Google while you're sitting at the stoplight, not driving. You can Google E as in Edward, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, EFT. Google it. Oh, and then I'll look into that when I'm in the bathroom later, or when I have a 10-minute break. And then, let me. It's not about getting up every day and just, oh, Stephanie's got a whole laundry list of shit for me to do every day. No. And those who did the Fall Into Healthy Habit Challenge back in the fall, this is, like I said, this is similar. Some of the things are some new things that are a repeat. But again, have you been sustaining these daily habits? Have you been sustaining doing these things that bring that quality of life? And if not, like I said, this is free. Download it. It's a document. You put it on your refrigerator like Siobhan's got hers.
That's right. And if you start every morning with, yes, I can.
Yes,
I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes. Changes. Again, keep it simple. Whatever it is. Like the turning on the music. How fun is that? That's not even hard work. It's not exercise. It's not start a workout regime. It's not revamp your whole diet. It's not get life coaching or get a psychiatrist to help you through things. It's not you've got to clean your closet out. It's not you got to deal with a junk drawer every day. It's get up and dance.
Yeah. Listen.
Get up and dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Love it. Yeah. I know.
I'm telling you right now, girl, because again, I was bawling watching the documentary because I was so moved by this guy's passion. The way he interacted with his people, the love, it's like his people were family. Like they were his closest friends. He treated everybody, whether he knew you or not. And just again, the story. So every morning, because of how that made me feel, feel to watch
Mm.
something that I felt was so empowering and so inspiring when
Yeah.
I would hear his music. And no doubt, y'all, I'm telling you, every morning I was like this while I was cooking my breakfast and making my lemon water. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that is right. And I know when I listen to my music that I like, there's a sense of invincibility. Like I can do anything. I can conquer the world. Whatever you're listening to, there's that sense of owning something, like just owning yourself, right? Owning because dancing just transports you.
Yeah.
And again, the whole concept, like with laughter yoga, movement moves emotion. Right? You get up, do a little dance. And, if you're feeling stressed, people say, oh, go do a workout, go to the gym. How about just turn on some dance music?
Yeah. Or how about just start, turn on your favorite song and just start screaming at the top of your lungs, out loud, singing the song.
Yes. Yes.
And the endorphins, the rush of feel-good hormones that are going to infiltrate your entire being.
Yes, yes, exactly. And, and again, like with the bloopers, to find something funny to watch. You don't have to commit to a 2-hour funny movie.
Yeah.
You can find Friends bloopers, Seinfeld bloopers, How I Met Your Mother bloopers. I don't even know. There's a million bloopers out there.
Yeah.
And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go. That's all.
We're both like, I'm just so excited.
I know.
Another thing, and I don't know how you feel about TikTok, but I will say that I don't have a lot of TikTok videos myself. I think I have like one, maybe two, but I do enjoy getting on and watching TikTok. Like little kids are doing the most adorable stuff. Animals, like people dancing, I'm like, if I want to put myself, and sometimes I'm just like, let me just scroll some TikTok videos. Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Because the people, again, I appreciate people who put themselves out there, and it's like, wow, look at what they're doing. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. Yeah. I mean, and people who are willing to put themselves out there, like us. I mean, we've got to include ourselves in that as well.
I resonate with those. But you don't have to be like Siobhan and I. I guess my point, and I wasn't downplaying it, but what I was saying is that you don't have to put yourself out there like Siobhan and I or other people are doing that I personally admire and respect. You just got to do what's authentic to you. Live your life. And I posted something about not giving a shit what people think about you. Yeah, don't people please think of what makes you happy. Well, you know what? Doing something like Stephanie's talking about, that don't make me happy, but this makes me happy. Go do that.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, not everything works for everybody. Maybe you don't.
I'm trying to get you to do what makes me happy. Do what makes you.
That's right. And start it really simple. Like I said, I started manifesting change in my life in January of 2020 when I started being grateful for my bed in the morning. And I was like, I almost dared the universe. I was like, okay, so what can I do that's going to require the least amount of effort, but will give me the greatest amount of change? Because I was being lazy and I was kind of tempted, like, okay, universe, let's see. So gratitude's supposed to be this big thing. So, and I mean, I know it is. I know gratitude is, but like, I'm going to consciously be grateful for my bed every morning and see what happens. So I invested in that 5 minutes, my heart and soul into feeling grateful. It wasn't just sort of, oh, there's my sheet. Oh, grateful for my bed and get up. It was feel it. Like, feel the gratitude. I mean, I've been without a bed. I've slept in vans. I've slept in tents. I've slept on people's couches. I've never been homeless, but these are the things that I've done over the years. Sleep in motel rooms where all you want is your bed. Oh my God, if only I had my bed.
Yeah.
And that's something everybody takes for granted. Those people who have beds. Is the fact that you go to bed every night in your bed and you wake up in the morning in your bed. And there are millions of people who do not have beds and who would kill to have a bed.
Right.
That's prosperity. That's abundance. Abundance is waking up in your own bed. And until you become aware of where abundance is, then you could be blind to it.
Everywhere.
You're blind to it.
Literally everywhere. If you choose, you can't just, Oh, well, yeah. Okay. What they're saying is right. No, you have to see the abundance for yourself. It has to come from your own mind through your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just look
that's right.
around.
Yeah,
Well, my pizza's,
exactly.
I've got 2 minutes. Girl, we're still good on time. We
All
usually
right.
go for almost an hour anyway. I got
I
2
know.
minutes
I
on
know.
my.
I have, yeah,
Well,
I
we
have a
gotta
little less
try
than 2
this
minutes too.
and take a picture.
Mine's pretty thick, but I'm bringing it out anyway because I
So
cannot
guys,
wait.
we've talked about 2 things today. I brought to the table this Spring Forward into Fabulous worksheet. Just the link is in the bio. Just tap on it, put in your name and email. It's a free download that you get automatically. It comes right up. And Siobhan is doing a workshop on limiting beliefs this
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
So just plug yourself on that, and we'll put a link for them to sign up for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Free
we'll put
workshop,
both of those.
free workshop, folks.
Free workshop. A free workshop. You get to spend an hour with me.
Now that's Sunday fun day right there.
No, or Saturday fun day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, duh.
Saturday, May 1st, the beginning of May. How great is that? If you got rid of some limiting beliefs and then you sprung into spring with Stephanie. Like, what a way to set yourself up for success for May.
Oh, OMG, girl. I didn't even think about that. Like,
I didn't even think about that either till right now.
You're getting double whammied, but it's still subtle. Again, this is not earth-shattering shit. This is subtle. This is, we've got this and we've got, but you're getting double whammied with positive life.
Yes.
Positive life hacks.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna take this puppy out. My 10-pound pizza is coming out of the oven, and I am just so excited. I don't know how does one. Oh my goodness!
OMG, girl! OMG!
Wow!
I
don't know where my other. How does one lose an oven mitt? Oh, there it is. Okay, I just want to take this up, and I got to remember to take a picture. But
yeah,
for those who are watching, look at this pizza.
Oh shit! What just happened?
That is phenomenal, and I was almost going to use your word. Like, I don't even know how you would say that.
Fee damn nominal. Fee
damn nominal.
Yes.
Honestly, you have.
I always add extra syllables to words. It's from Snatch, the movie Snatch.
Oh yes.
Yeah, where there was a scene in that movie that really imprinted itself upon me, and I just love it. Where Brick talked and he added extra syllables. Okay, where's my phone? We got to take our picture.
I did. I want to get my pizza cutter that's over here on the window. Can I do it? Oh my God, yes. I don't know if Jax is watching today or not, but look, Jax, look at the pizza. This is like the best pizza cutter ever.
Oh, I love that.
I know Jax gave Graham and I this. Okay, I'm going to cut in here.
Yeah,
and see what's happening. Oh my God, and it's not sticking at all. I am just going to cut out one piece though. Leave the rest. Oh my God, people, you just don't understand what's happening here.
Holy cow.
Okay. Look at this. Look at this piece.
All right, yes.
Oh my God.
OMG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I think I'm going to need a knife and fork because the toppings are so brilliant on this. All right. I just can't wait to taste this crust. Oh my God.
All right, hold on. I gotta move some of the stuff. How is it? I'm about to die.
Damn nominal.
Fee damn nominal.
Oh my God. That is so brilliant.
Yes. This does look amazing. Mine's really hot. I gotta wait. I
know. Mine is too. That crust. Oh my God. And so easy to make.
Yeah. So super simple.
Yeah.
Several ingredients, but so super simple.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
And it's really sturdy too. Like the crust held up to all my ingredients, my 2 inches of ingredients. I know, so good.
You know what I love to do is I love to put red wine in my spaghetti, in my pasta sauce, like a bolognese. And because the wine is infiltrated into the cheese that I use on top, it still has that flavor. This is damn amazing. Oh my God.
So is this. Like I just don't know how I'm not going to be able to eat more.
So tell me your ingredients again. Tell me your ingredients.
So I used orange tomato. I used sun-dried tomato. I used a little roasted red pepper. And I had some olives that I used, like cut up olives. And from the garden, basil, parsley, arugula, and a little bit of spinach. And I had a pesto bottom on mine.
Oh, that's
and wonderful. Veggie sausage. Yeah, yes. So I got put everything. I got the kitchen sink on here.
And you got some good pictures, right?
Yes, I do.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I'm going to even put a couple more pictures on here. And we're going to post this recipe. Stephanie's going to post this recipe from her recipe book, I might add. So, you know, I got to go through and make every single thing in that recipe book that you have, because
I'm almost done.
Absolutely delicious.
I've got to be making. I've just got my paleo pancake, and then some of my desserts that I didn't have. I had Google Images, and I'm making the dishes and putting my. And I have a question, and you might know the answer to this, and I don't know how it is in Canada, or if it's any different. But in some of my pictures, like there is a picture, like for instance, this Himalayan pink sea salt was in the background of this bruschetta that I made, and it's got the Trader Joe. It's Trader Joe's, but it's like faintly in the background, but you could still clearly see Trader Joe's. Is if you know this is going to be published, hopefully internationally. Is that like a? I mean, wouldn't that be like almost like free advertising?
Free advertising, if anything, it would be free advertising.
But I noticed on the Food Network, and this might be because the Food Network doesn't personally want to promote various products, but they'll have like the labels of certain items. Like they would have like a piece of white tape over,
because they have sponsors.
Like, there you go. Okay, that makes sense. I haven't got a sponsor yet.
So if you had a like Johnny's Himalayan salt that you were using, and he was sponsoring you, then he probably wouldn't want the Trader Joe in the background.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
All right, my friends. Oh my God, this has been so good. Thank you so much for being with us. The highlight of my week.
Absolutely. This is it. Always is. This is so just amazing. I love our conversations.
I do too.
Well, all right, guys. We just had somebody pop on. Hey, we're ending Paleo Pizza.
Now I'm going to pick this up to show that you can just pick this up and eat it.
Post our ingredients. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to get my hands that dirty right now, but yeah. So we're going to be posting the ingredients. Download the worksheet. Spring Forward Into Fabulous. There's a link. I'm going to post another link in the comments. It's a free download. Sign up for Siobhan's webinar about limiting beliefs. There's going to be a link to that as well. Oh my God, we're getting a whole bunch of people coming on right now. All the time.
Awesome.
So that's what we're ending with, and this was deep for Rick and Licious.
Oh my God, this was deep for Rick and Licious too. Look at that crust. Oh my gosh. No, I'll never buy. Not that I ever buy pizza crust again, but this is a nice alternative. The cauliflower crust pizza just does take a little bit of extra work, but this was no work at all. And I love all the extra ingredients in the crust too, the dill and the oregano and the garlic and the onion, and so good. So good.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. And if you watched on the replay till the end, thank you so much.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Trying to tilt.